We were warned not to visit Playa Blanca. Some even call it Lanzarote. But we spent 10 days in the area, filming everything from the promenade to the marina, local markets, windmills, and the hidden corners of town. I'm Nicola, and this is Carl, and this is what we found in sunny Playa Blanca. Playa Blanca is the main resort on the southernmost tip of Lanzarote and has been attracting sunseekers since air travel became more accessible during the 70s. The influx of tourists has greatly shaped the town we see today. During our time here, we spent a lot of time on the promenade, so we're starting by these striking windmills before heading to the marina. These windmills are a nod to Lanzarote's past, when grain was ground using the island's strong winds, which you'll definitely notice here. Playa Blanca is perfect for a winter sun escape, but on some days it can be very breezy. We're heading further along the promenade towards the marina, which is a hub for sailing and leisure. We've spotted some interesting shaped buildings along the horizon, so we're going to check them out. The marina feels polished and relaxed. Boats bob in the water, cafes line the edge, and people just enjoy being here. It's one of the nicest places to stroll, especially in the morning. We're at the marina, and twice a week there's a market here every Wednesday and Saturday, so we're going to check it out. Twice a week there's a local market with stalls selling souvenirs, crafts, clothes and snacks. It's very much aimed at tourists, but it adds colour and life to the area. Just beyond the marina is the first of those buildings we noticed. El Castillo o Torre del Águila.
The plans for these military barracks were drawn up in 1741, making it one of the oldest structures on the island. Oh, it's a bit windy, a bit blowy as our nan would say.
This small watchtower once protected the coast from pirate attacks. It's hard to imagine that this peaceful shoreline wasn't always so calm. The other building we spotted is a round hotel, designed to look like a volcano. As Playa Blanca is a relatively modern resort, most of the buildings you will see are hotels, apartments, tourist shops and restaurants. But what I do like is that there's clearly been some effort in the design. The white buildings pop against the sea and sky, and the planted trees make strolling along the promenade even more pleasant. The whole promenade connecting the hotels and restaurants is well maintained, with lovely views across several beaches and out to sea.
Believe it or not, this spoon has made it onto Google Earth as a landmark.
One thing we didn't expect were the wild cats.
There are lots of wild cats around Lanzarote. Well, they're actually pretty tame. I like to call them community cats. There's lots of little huts dotted around for them to sleep in, and people feed them. And yeah, they absolutely love tourists. So here I am stroking the cat, or as we say in Bristol, smoothing the cat.
As you'd expect in a resort town, the seafront is lined with tourist shops selling summer clothes and souvenirs, alongside lots of places to eat and drink. You'll find plenty of English breakfasts, Chinese restaurants and Indian food. But if you want something a little more authentic, our favourite spot was La Katedral.
La Cathedral is a great place for tapas.
We ended up going back several times for delicious home-cooked tapas, wine and homemade cake. It became our go-to place while we were here, including on Carl's birthday. We also had fun visiting Típico Español. The staff were incredibly friendly locals with big personalities. We enjoyed sharing some olives and a vegetable paella.
This is my new favorite place.
Their €5.30 cocktails certainly packed a punch. When it rained, the staff were clearly amused, handing out cocktail umbrellas and encouraging customers to pose with them. We're used to rain in England, they clearly aren't. At the end of the meal, they gave us honey rum on the house, the local speciality on the Canary Islands. Delicious. Another day, we headed further inland to visit an older windmill. It's a little tricky to access because it's now in the middle of a busy roundabout. I'll add the name and addresses of all the places we visit to my episode description.
This windmill is quite different to the ones along the seafront. It reminds me much more of the ones that we encountered while visiting Castillo in Fuerteventura.
We think most tourists miss this particular windmill, and if you have young children with you, then it might not be for you because of the surrounding traffic. This is Playa Blanca's High Street, and these views are from our apartment rooftop. We'll review the apartment in detail in the next episode, but the location worked perfectly, close to the harbour, the bus station, and roughly halfway along the promenade. The promenade is about 8 kilometres in total, so the apartment's location was perfect for breaking it up and enjoying it at a relaxed pace, especially if you want to spend a lazy day on the beach. The harbour is another important part of Playa Blanca. From here, you can catch the ferry to Castillo in Fuerteventura. We actually arrived by ferry, and it was such a lovely way to enter the town. Although we enjoyed our time in Lanzarote, we preferred Fuerteventura. Check out my travel guides if you'd like to compare the two. On our final evening, we headed towards Flamingo Beach.
We've come out to watch the sunset.
This stretch of the promenade feels more peaceful, with fewer shops and fewer people. It's the perfect place to slow down, walk, and watch the light change. It's also one of the best places to catch the sunset in Lanzarote, and is a lovely way to unwind and reflect on your time here. Playa Blanca isn't somewhere I'd rush back to in the height of summer, but for a winter break, somewhere to walk, breathe and reset, it works really well. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy exploring!